Hey, what's going on, Just Ordinary fans? We're back, and I'm recording this live from Alaska. I'm doing a little trip to Alaska for some work stuff, and we're gonna be doing a lot of war recaps within the next couple days. We just started back up in Just Ordinary. We got our guys' heroes up. And we're back to setting the tone, guys. We're back to getting the triples. I mean, we really are taking it serious, and I've got a few more wars to record, so I'm not going to tell you the future, but I definitely have a couple beautiful wars coming up. Lots of triples, lots of incredible attacks. So get ready to watch and take notes, because this is going to be some high intense gameplay here. So this one starting off, we have VA. Of course, VA is incredible. He's going to be doing a Sui hero hog attack now. He's suing the heroes with the siege machine, and notice he drew the CC, that baby dragon, which was good because he needed that baby dragon gone with those loons over there. And the loons over there were part of the funnel, okay? So in Sui and his heroes on this base, he wanted to get the funnel right to get into that Eagle Artillery, because if that Eagle Artillery's up, that's going to extremely hurt the hogs. Okay, so he gets the hogs into the core there, uses a poison spell and the skeleton traps. Oh, but that the queen jumps over the wall there, so now those skeleton traps got to push back around. But again, these hogs are just pushing through. So many hogs. There was like 40 hogs when he started this raid, and they eventually take out that queen, and the hogs have some great healing spells. Multi-target infernos go down eventually, and plenty of cleanup troops. Unfortunately, there's a hound in the CC, which pops, but the rest of the hogs are just going to go straight into the cleanup. And I mean, you got a beautiful raid by Vandit there. Excellent hit there. I mean, honestly, having the vision for that to Sui the heroes on that town hall with the siege machine was just perfect. Now we got JD here, and we've seen this base a couple times. And we actually, I think I made a video of this, like the first CWL I ever did, recapped for Just Ordinary. We tripled this base, and we keep seeing it pop up, and we're just gonna keep taking advantage of knowing how to crack it. So, yeah, he basically wall breakers into that town hall area. Now this is a huge queen charge. He uses that queen to get into that town hall area and then push around, and then in this case, he uses the Stone Slammer and Hogs. We've seen it looned before. And in this case, he uses the Hogs with some skeleton spells. Again, uses the same pathing, going clockwise from about the 12 o'clock. Plenty of cleanup troops picking up the rear. These Hogs with the Warden are just pushing through the multi-target Infernos and the Expos. That Queen is still up, which is just phenomenal because there's only one healer on that Queen. Only one healer on that Queen. That's insane to keep that Queen up. And then from there, just the cleanup troops actually end up securing this triple, and the skeleton spells, like we say, just open up the core there and get any structures that are in the center. So, a little twist on a raid that we've seen before, and played out well. Now here we have Nakata, and he's going to be doing basically a queen charge with the heroes hog attack. So kind of like my hog attack, but a little different. Basically, to start off, he uses that wall wrecker and a good funnel to get into the town hall area, and then from there is going to take out the town hall, takes out that multi-target inferno, gets rid of the enemy CC. That queen is still up, and that queen is just going to have great value to push inside of that wall wrecker, open up a ton of compartments into the core. That wizard is going to focus on that air defense, which is going to keep, one, the healers alive, and two, the queen to funnel into the core there. That queen can hit the enemy queen from around that 2-tile moat, which is again just prime. A couple more rage spells to keep that queen alive and break through that. Here comes the hogs from about the 9 to the 11 o'clock. And they're just going to push through, some great healing spells by Nakata. And, that loon to help keep the funnel. The hogs accidentally left a Tesla, but that works out perfect because that loon has great value there. Queen is literally just going to push around and take out the cleanup troops. Again, these hogs just clean up. Oh, the skeleton traps, favorite part of the raid right there, guys. That is so funny. I actually had a friend in-game quote me while I was doing a live hit and was cleaning up the skeleton traps, and he's like, "Oh, favorite part of the raid, skeleton traps." So it was pretty classic, honestly. Um, Next up, we got Vandit again. Now, does this base look a little familiar? We've seen this base a couple of times. And he's going to be using a Stone Slammer entry to get into the Town Hall because it's just going to have so much value on breaking open all the wall compartments. And from there, the enemy CC does get drawn, but the Queen is end up going to take it out. And then he's going to mass hog this, and this time, he has the same objective. He wants to get in there and get to the Eagle Artillery as soon as he can, because with the mass hogs, that's deadly. So he's going to go from about the 7 o'clock to the 9 o'clock, use the Warden's ability extremely early to keep those hogs up, and then uses a couple hogs on those outside ring of defenses to keep those hogs into the core there. Again, uses the skeleton spell on the Queen and the core, and that's also going to help out because those skeletons took out a few defenses, which means those hogs are going to remain on their path, and then when they finish, they can start their cleanup instead of rotating all the way back. And now, look at the use of all of his cleanup troops, guys. I mean, look at how many hogs are left. Look at the cleanup troops, the Wardens at full health. I mean, this is just an incredible raid with a couple swag heals, honestly. I mean, you don't see that every day. So Vandit is just going off lately. What a great raid, and I mean, more to come. All right, now we got Shaner, another person who's been going off. We've been seeing this base a couple times, so we're just going to go ahead and scroll through this one at 4 times speed, and you guys can watch and take notes. He's going to be doing the kill squad with the witches and then bat spell. So notice where he puts his bats. There's only going to be one splash damage defense, which is that wizard tower, and it actually gets a couple shots off. But this is another example of how that kill squad was so good that you didn't even need the bat spells. Honestly, the rest of these troops could have taken out the rest of the base without even having those spells. So and next thing you know, it's a quick 100%, and plenty of skeletons left alive there. So Shaner, those 5 bat spells you didn't even need, man. Alright, now we got Craig, and, this is kind of an awkward base, but he's definitely going to make it happen, and he's going to be doing a Queen Charge Hog. Now, he's going to Queen Charge from the opposite side of the Town Hall, which is obviously more risky, but it's a lot easier for the Town Hall 12 triples. So he's going to use that King to funnel on the right-hand side, and then he's going to use the jump spell to get into the core now. Obviously, he drew the CC pretty quick on, which is good, just because then you don't have to deal with it while you're under a ton of DPS from the other structures. Great poison spell to get rid of those lava pups even quicker, and he sends in just a couple hogs to get rid of that air defense and that bomber tower, which is going to keep that queen into the core even more. Now, once that queen's into the core, she's going to take out a multi-target Inferno, the Eagle Artillery, the enemy queen, and then from there, he's going to set off his hogs from the 6 o'clock, rotating counterclockwise, and those hogs are going to go straight to the Town Hall. Notice the percentage, guys. That Giga Tesla activated right when he was at 50%, which was perfect planning and placement for the hogs to focus on that Giga Tesla. Now, he ends up losing that queen, but it's not over yet. He's still got the hogs pushing through, getting that multi-target Inferno. The Stone Slammer gets the hogs on the backhand side, and then he's got plenty of hogs that are still up that are going to finish this for the triple. So, again, Craig there, he is a very insane player that does not get enough credit. I'll tell you that. He just does not get enough credit. So Craig, beautiful, beautiful hit, brother. Beautiful. Alright, and as soon as this is done loading, we're going to be on to the next raid, and the next one's going to be by Brian here. Brian taking down this base with basically a Shaner type attack, so he's using the Witch Slap or Witch Bat attack. So check it out, he's using the E-Drag to funnel. Once he gets the E-Drag to funnel to where he knows that this charge, or the whole kill squad charge, is going to go through the core there. He had to pop his queen ability pretty early, which is not ideal. She was just taking too much heat. The wall wrecker goes in from the opposite side of the Town Hall, but parallel, so it gets like a ton of value straight through the center of this base. And then he uses that jump spell to get into the Giga Tesla area, and uses bats to get rid of that Eagle Artillery and the other defenses that are over on the 9 o'clock corner. That multi-target Inferno does end up taking out those bats, but the bats did get their value in the Eagle Artillery and the Expo. From there, look at the cleanup troops going around the outside on the right-hand side of your screen. And then, the Queen just has super strong IQ there, going to get that multi-target Inferno to keep those witches alive, keeping those skeletons alive. The skeletons are just slamming through that wall, gonna get through, and then finally gonna take out for the triple. So Brian kind of using a different attack strategy that I've seen him use before. And yeah. And now we have Hawk, guys. This is Hawk raids are some of the best raids, I'll tell you that. So he's going to start it off with using a couple loons to ensure the queen is going to walk a certain way. Uses the king as a funnel technique, and then uses a wall breaker entry. That queen is going to go straight into that compartment there, which is going to get the enemy defending queen out of the way, and then also going to take out the bomber tower, which is going to be good for these miners because those bomber towers, do get the miners. Use the queen's ability to take out that expo and the elixir collector. From there, the queen's going to hit the eagle artillery and then sends in a couple hogs just to keep that queen funneled. So kind of a different strategy hybrid there. Here he's going to use a couple loons inside of his stone slammer. The miners are still pushing around. That queen's up, just took out the enemy CC. The queen is going to get rid of that multi-target Inferno. So the only thing that these miners really have to deal with now is that town hall compartment. Now, that town hall compartment does have a lot of damage, DPS, and traps and stuff. So it was still a little tricky, but it ends up the miners just overpowering it. The queen goes down a little bit ago, but then these miners are going to finish up the triple. So Hawk, that's just... Whenever you see Hawk pulling a raid, it's going to be insane. Which means this is going to be another insane one. Just look at the versatility. I hope that's a word. I really hope... I know versatile. Yeah, anyway. Look at the versatility. We're going to roll with that. On these bases, the attack strategies that he uses. So notice he uses a Suihiro Lalo on this one compared to his Queen Charge Miner on the last one. Now he uses the King's ability to get rid of that Tesla farm, and then that Queen is going to get in and take out that Town Hall. Uses it freeze on the Town Hall because he wants that Queen to not only get the Town Hall, but also to get that multi-target Inferno. And then if she could, the other multi-target Inferno, unfortunately, is... boom, right on the money, man, right on the money. He pre-placed these haste spells and is going to basically just loon away that whole compartment right online. Rage spell right over the core, skeleton spells on that queen in the center there, gets rid of that queen. Almost, she gets behind the walls, she jumps around the wall a lot, and then actually is going to take out basically the remaining troops there. All that really has to finish on this cleanup, though, is the loons on that clan castle. I mean, the rest of the troops are out. The loons are going to hit that queen real quick, and then that's going to be a wrap. So, Hawk, whenever you see that name, it's going to be an intense raid. So, beautiful six-pack there by Hawk. And that's going to do it for this war, guys. This is the first war back in Just Ordinary. Everyone's ready to play. We're coming out with a swing, man. We're coming out hard. And, first one, 9-3. It's a good stepping stone. Get ready for some insane recaps, guys, coming up.